So sooner or later, the Sound of Bamboo has to go to war with the main character and Ballad because, again, they are made to be traitors, that they are being framed. So obviously, she has to go to war with them sooner or later because, again, she's the only military force under the power of the Empress Dongran or underneath the throne. Now, she also probably doesn't know that these two are being framed, but yes, she will sooner or later have to go with war with them, and the Ballad is fully excited for her. He's ready to go foot to foot with this woman. He's ready to fight her. Like, he is excited for it. He's like, I have found a worthy opponent to fight, and I want to fight her. And the main character is just sitting there going, mm-hmm. And the Ballad's like, it's not like that. It's not like that. She's a powerful force. Like, this is a one-woman army, and I'm excited to fight that one-woman army. And I can't blame him. So the main character in the Mali, they trick the military commissioner of the A Great Battalion to fight them. And obviously, they defeat him. And they send only one of his surviving soldiers back to the kingdom, being like, here's a message to the chief commander of the Imperial Uniform. We got a special information for you. We got a little thing for you. We're gonna keep your man. We're gonna keep him. Ha ha ha. Boo you. So they arrive to the territory in between the capital and the Malad's Farter, his family's home. They have to be able to pass the gates. They have to be allowed to pass. If they are not allowed to, they will never be able to return to the Malad's home. Like, they're full on making deals with the chief advisor and the prefect of this territory because, again, they need permission to pass. So they make a deal of basically ridding this territory of their bandits. They're like, we can get rid of the bandits for you as long as you allow us to pass and be able to leave and go back to the frontier. Also, if you could come with us, we can add protection or get to a certain location. We can help you. Like, I was a little confused with the whole deal going on because I can tell you, again, I am not that smart. All I know is the main character offers himself up as a hostage. So the main character does what he does best, and that is basically making everyone think he's a backstabbing bee. So when he meets the bandit chief, he makes a deal with the bandit chief. Basically, it makes out that he is outright backstabbing the Mallad, the Imperial Army, the chief advisor, the prefect, and the prefect's territory, with the chief advisor right there. And then he's like, oh, you can have the chief advisor as proof of me backstabbing them. He also offers them silver to prove that he's totally on their side. Because, again, the main character likes to do this. And this obviously pisses off the chief advisor because, again, this man does not know because the main character never tells anyone his plans. He just goes with everything and hopes that people will be perfectly fine later being used as pawns. Like, the chief advisor had all rights to scream bloody murder at him. Heavy Rain saves the chief advisor from his imprisonment in the bandit chief's cell, but in actuality it was to kidnap him, take him back to the territory so they could take control over the territory because he's under the orders of the bandit chief's nephew, who's actually pulling the strings this entire time. And at first, the chief advisor thought he was rescued, but over time he figured out that he was actually re-kidnapped and this person was going to use him as a hostage. But he willingly let himself be used as a hostage to get this person in so they could capture this person. Except things don't go the way he wants, and the bandit chief's nephew gets into their territory. During this time, the main character is putting on a whole White Lotus act, a vixen act to lower the guard of the bandit chief, and then he kills the bandit chief. And the Mallad and a few of his men rushes in and starts slaughtering a bunch of the bandit chief's men, only for them to realize this is too easy. And the main character was already kind of suspicious of the bandit chief because the stories and rumors about the bandit chief is not fitting to the real man. And they realize there is a mastermind. And I already said who the mastermind was his nephew, who's been pulling the strings and just letting his uncle be the face of the business. So in between getting the chief advisor from the bandit chief's area to the territory, Heavy Rain had stopped at an inn where the main character Stunt, Flourishing, and his adopted father was staying at, trying to get to the main character, go to the location the main character was at. And at first, They are not suspicious of these men. They don't know who the chief advisor is. They do not know who these men are. They don't know what's going on. They just know they have to get sooner or later to the main character. They also need to run for it because they're also, just like the main character and male lead, are wanted men. Because again, they help the main character and male lead escape the capital and get out of the capital. Well, they're wanted. But sooner or later, they figure out, because these men are acting a little suspicious. Like, these men have the same abilities as the main character's adopted father. So they're like, these men are suspicious. And when they look into these men, or into the bags these men had, they find the silver that was stolen from the Secretary of Baru of Evolution's vaults, the ones that they were trying to steal, but instead was stolen before they could steal. And they're like, yeah, we need to keep an eye on these men. Like, we need to chase these men down. Like, Flourishing's, like, ready for it. Like, he's already threw himself on his horse and went after these men. Like, claps for Flourishing. Like, at first I didn't think we could have trusted him, but now I enjoy Flourishing's character. Man loves to have a higher position, but he gets his job done and knows when to do something. Like, claps for him. So they arrive back to the territory when the bandit chief's nephew is threatening the chief advisor and the prefect. And obviously, with the Melid's abilities and skills, they chase the man off. Like, the man has to run for it on his horse. He had to get out of there. He was like, yeah, no, I'm not fighting you. I'm not going head to head with you. Nope. My uncle failed at keeping you at bay, and I'm not going to deal with you. Bye-bye. He ran for it. Like, he was out of there. You could see the, trail. You could see the yellow streak behind his back because how much he was running so fast. So the chief advisor and prefect, they try giving one of their maids to the male lead as a concubine. And when she sees the way the main character and male lead are with each other, she comes back and is like, yeah, no, I can't do that. They're happy with each other. They're in love with each other. I'm not getting in between that. And they're like, oh, and then the prefect puts his foot in his mouth by bringing up the main character's mother and her career, and then shuts his mouth really, really fast, realizing who the main character is, and that he's bringing up the wrong kind of conversation, especially reminding the main character of his father. Like, yeah, no, dude, wrong conversation, wrong conversation. And then later the male lead comes to them and tells them to never bring up the main character's family anymore ever in front of him, and tells them who the main character's master is, who his adopted father is, and what kind of relationship him and the main character has, and the fact to never send him any more concubines. And I wasn't sure which one he was going to do at the end. Was him going to go fight the bandits or him going back to his family's fur tier? I wasn't sure which one it was. But the book ends with him literally telling them that. And I'm like, yeah, I see it. Also, what happened to that judge of the burial uniform, the one that used to serve under the main character's adopted father and has been helping the main character this entire time? He just disappeared. No one talks about him. We see where Flourishing is, where the main character Stoon is, where his adopted father is, where all three of the male lead's guards are, but we don't know what happened to this dude. Where is he? Is he dead? Like, do not kill him. Or did he betray the main character? Did he betray the main character? No, he's been working with the main character and his father this entire time. Like, there's no way he would betray them like this. Like, he's full on loyal to the main character and his adopted father. So what happened to him? Like, we have not gotten a single mention of him. Like, can someone spoil me about him? Where is he? What happened to him? I know I shouldn't care about this man too much, but, like, I need to know what happened to him. Please, for my own sanity, someone spoil it for me.